911, please, fire.
Yes, I need a police here to the Elliott house, please.
911 emergency. Robin, what's happening?
I'm 30 seconds my breath. Hold on. Hit me in the head. I'm seeing stars.
So becoming a dispatcher had never crossed my mind until a family member who is in law enforcement asked if I had ever thought of looking into dispatching.
I wanted to do something to help people. I always wanted to do something to make sure that I could give back to the public and help the community out.
It is a very stressful job being a dispatcher. Some days are more stressful than others.
You're dealing with people's worst days of their lives, call after call after call.
Most people don't call 911 because they're having a good day.
And we deal with 400 plus calls a day, and a good percentage of that is dealing with people who are in negative situations.
911 emergency.
I need an ambulance real quick. My dad just got shot.
You got shot?
Yeah.
Part of the way that I think I deal with the stressful nature of the job is to, in a way, disconnect my emotions from my performance of my duties. It doesn't mean that I am not a very emotional person outside of work, but when I am in my seat, I can kind of flip that switch, and knowing that maybe me being the calm in the chaos is what's going to help somebody else be able to do their job or get to the help that they need.
16 is code 9 pending in 1181 Glacier and Concord PD for a bicyclist that was hit by a vehicle. He's down on the ground bleeding.
Yeah, starting code 3, bleeding profusely. Trying CPR.
Copy 30, CPR.
The thing about being a dispatcher is we're only heard, we're never seen. So the tone, everything that we do in our voice is pretty much all that represents us.
So if you ever have to call 911 and the dispatcher is asking you all sorts of questions that you don't see how it's relevant to your emergency and you just need help right away, knowing that we are asking those questions with purpose to get you the best help that's possible while we're actually sending the help at the same time.
I think at times it is a little misconstrued that we don't have empathy and we don't have that compassion. And that's only really because we are trained to stay calm and stay professional. We work in a very quick manner. So a lot of the times it seems as if we're interrupting or being very short. That is something that we have to do our jobs effectively.
Take the information, take the emergency, get the help, and we never know the resolution.
We're the first line of communication, rarely ever the last. It's hard to just be the one that's a voice and not hands. A lot of times we wish we were able to do a lot more. So it's really hard for us to have to sit there and restrain ourselves and know that we did everything we could and everyone else has to pretty much take care of the rest. I think it's a feeling of helplessness.
So knowing that I can do my best to make their worst day a little bit better.
Our job stops at a certain point, whether we disconnect with the caller or the officer arrives on scene. So it's hard to let go and pick up the very next call that comes in and completely start over again.
We are on opposite ends of people's emergencies.
We just play different roles.
I'm not the one who shows up and sees those people in the worst situations of their life. So for me, being able to not have to see what's going on, I think helps me be efficient at my job.
It's rewarding to us that we were actually, blessed enough to be a part of helping out, whether it be to the public or the officers.
911.
I'd like to report a car following me. They showed me a gun and they cocked it back and pointed at me.
Okay, where did that happen at?
Right now I'm on Crooked Path going to Ignacio.
Okay, help's on the way.